Smartphone colors have been getting increasingly modest in recent years, and that is especially true for the top dogs. While these more muted tones certainly appear more professional, sometimes you just want a phone that pops. And if you're one of those folks, then the blue option for the next Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra is not for you. We've seen what the blue color looks like on Galaxy S25 and S25 Plus, and while subdued, it did still seem blue. But a leaked photograph from a respected industry tipster suggests that the Galaxy S25 Ultra would look quite grey if you picked for the blue edition. Samsung leaker showed a probable Galaxy S25 Ultra color tone. While the source names it blue, it appears to be grey, suggesting a color conundrum as we near the projected unpacked timetable. Ice Universe provided a photograph exhibiting a Galaxy S25 Ultra color. The leaker also commented blue, alluding to the image as the S25 Ultra colorway. However, it is clearly a mistake as the shade looks near to grey. Jukimusreeve also commented on the X post, "Grey," pointing up the confusion. The color dilemma continues to be resolved by the original poster. We will update you with the latest information if any development occurs. Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra will likely have titanium black, titanium grey, titanium blue, and titanium white silver. Earlier, the same insider gave specific information on the device's design and color selection. Here are the details. Blue. Back cover is light blue, while the middle frame is silver with a tinge of blue. Black. Back cover is black, but the central frame is silver. White. Back cover is white with silver, and the central frame is light silver. Grey. Back cover is grey with a tinge of gold, and the middle frame is the same. Considering the preceding revelation, the post of Ice Universe seems true. The colorway that has been released on X could introduce simply the feeling of blue color, and the silver middle frame would complete the whole appearance. Blue will be the distinctive color of the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. The company is apparently creating the most units of the S25 Ultra in black hue. A total of 4 different hues are scheduled to be offered. But the muted colors aren't a realistic picture of what the phone is capable of because the S25 Ultra is anything but drab. Powered by the latest and best Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 2 CPU and packing 16 GB of RAM, the S25 Ultra is a powerhouse that promises to live up to its moniker. While the attention will likely shine on 2 important models, the S25 and the premium S25 Ultra. While both smartphones are likely to boast cutting-edge features, the Ultra model has typically distinguished alone with its top-tier specs and special innovations. So we'll discuss the primary changes expected between the S25 and S25 Ultra, and also how we feel when we compare them to Apple reigning monarch. Based on industry rumors, leaks, and tendencies from past releases, from display tweaks to camera upgrades and performance boosts, here's what you can anticipate from Samsung's forthcoming flagships. Samsung's long-awaited launch of the S25 series is coming up soon. As per usual, you'll likely have 3 alternatives to buy early next year: the ordinary model, a slightly larger plus-sized version, and one with enhancements aplenty. The Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. There's also speculation of a Galaxy S25 Slim, but that's tipped due later in the year. Today, we're focusing on the entry-level Samsung Galaxy S25 and the Ultra model. Just what are the significant upgrades, and will it be worth paying more? Here are the biggest Galaxy S25 Ultra versus Galaxy S25 predicted differences. Starting costs of $899 and $1,399 appear possible, but this is guesswork. That said, we can be confident that the difference between the two will be roughly $500, so not trivial. The biggest design difference between the two phones is screen size. Even if the normal S25 screen is scheduled to expand to 6.36 inches, that's still quite a bit smaller than the rumored 6.9-inch panel on the Ultra. It's not just about size though. While both are expected to have a buttery-smooth 120Hz refresh rate for smooth animations, the normal phone is likely to stay with an FHD+ resolution, while the Ultra is slated to maintain QHD+. That will be less obvious, given the screen size difference, but the long and short of it is still a clearer image on the more expensive model. In terms of design, historically the Ultra range has been a bit more boxy with sharper corners, but there are clues that it may be a bit more curving this time around, which would make it more comfortable to grip. In day-to-day use, performance of the two phones should be quite similar. Without any Exynos CPUs in the mix this time around, every Samsung Galaxy S25 phone could come with a very powerful new Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite chip, no matter where you buy it in the world. That, however, the amount of memory could still be different, which will be essential if you planned on making heavy use of the Galaxy AI features. The Galaxy S25 Ultra is said to include a 16 gigs configuration, the first time a Samsung phone has had one since the S21 Ultra. This is likely connected to storage capacity, with the 4 gigs upgrade reserved for the 512 gigs and 1 terabyte devices. While the standard S25 is also anticipated to feature 4 gigs more RAM than its predecessor, it will only bring it up to 12 gigs. Still plenty, although less than the top configuration of Ultra. The relative size of the two phones also means the Ultra can contain a bigger battery, 5000 mAh versus 4000 mAh on the ordinary S25. While some of this may be eaten up by the larger screen, the Ultra will still be the model for heavy users. But for some, the main reason to upgrade to the Ultra variant is the accompanying S Pen, a nifty stylus that enables users to take notes and doodle on their devices, effectively making it the successor to the Galaxy Note series. This is specific to the Ultra version, and while you can buy the S Pen separately, it won't operate on anything but the top-end model. The S25 Ultra is anticipated to be Samsung's flagship non-folding phone and boasts a number of important advantages above the ordinary S25 based on the speculations. This includes a bigger and crisper screen, S Pen capabilities, a considerably improved camera array, and maybe more RAM. Whether such enhancements add up to $400 to $500 in value truly depends on the consumer. But if you want to make notes, shoot long-distance shots, and appreciate greater Galaxy AI performance. Next, I am not criticizing the S25 Ultra or iPhone 16 Pro Max looks, but Samsung and Apple need fresh designs. As we go for the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra launch on January 22, 2025, everyone is thrilled about the new device. However, from the recent leaks, it looks like we will see the same scenario again. The Galaxy S25 Ultra's design is just like the Galaxy S24, S23, and S22 Ultra. It all feels a bit too similar. Now, let's not get me wrong. I'm not here to critique how the S25 Ultra or the iPhone 16 Pro Max appear. They just seem to keep to the same old design trends. So far, both of these devices look excellent to me. However, there's a growing perception among Galaxy users, myself included, that we need more than simply internal hardware advancements to explain an annual update. Why there should be a fresh design? When your current phone's still working great and Samsung promises 7 years of software upgrades, there's less motivation to buy a new one unless it looks and works differently, right? Samsung's always been fantastic at building powerful phones with amazing cameras and screens. But the look of the Galaxy S phones hasn't changed much. They preserve the same shape, camera configuration, and screen, basically style each year. Apple did the same with the iPhone 16 Pro Max. It's great but not fresh. It's like seeing the same movie with a slight twist. Excellent, but predictable. Didn't like it. A fresh design isn't simply about changing colors or edges. It's about thinking differently about utilizing our phones. Samsung's foldable phones were a major move. Why not apply some of the same ingenuity to the flagship S series? I'm not suggesting the present designs are horrible, they look amazing. But we need designs that make us enthused. Everyone is evolving fast, yet phone designs seem to be trapped in the past. Even if the inside of the phone doesn't vary much from year to year, a fresh design could make it feel new. It's not just about looking different, it's about using your phone in new ways. We want to feel like we are moving into the future, not just taking a modest step ahead. In the end, I am not suggesting the Galaxy S25 Ultra or iPhone 16 Pro Max look horrible, but it's time for Samsung and Apple to try something fresh with design. Let's hoping our future S25 Ultra isn't just more of the same but something fresh and distinct. We're looking forward to enhancements that seem like an expedition into something different, not just another loop around the old track. So that's all we know for now. We'll be sure to keep you updated as soon as we have more information. Thanks for watching.